Tonight, right here, right now, the bar gets raised. Much like the Intercontinental Championships that are suspended high above the ring to prove who is the one true Intercontinental Champion. It's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and a man who just oozes machismo, Razor Ramon. And these two tie up. Michaels looking to get the early upper hand on Ramon. And swept the leg. One for a hip toss, but got blocked twice. Michaels lands on his feet. Boom. And Razor just drove Michaels right into that mat with like a choke slam. And then a hefty right. Went for a clothesline. Michaels docked another one. Michaels comes back with a swinging neck breaker. It's all about grabbing that ladder, getting it into the center of the ring, setting it up, and incapacitating your opponent to the point they can't stop you from climbing the ladder to retrieve the Intercontinental Championships. And Razor with that shoulder tackle. Razor's got the size advantage over Michaels. But if there's one thing that Michaels does have over Razor, he's got that quickness. And that's what Michaels is going to need to really focus on as a big part of his strategy in this match. He's also got Diesel in his corner. I may have forgotten to mention he's got a 7-footer in his corner who just laid out Razor Ramon. And Diesel arguing with the official. And Earl Hebner not too pleased. But he just sent Diesel out of here. Diesel just got sent out of the ringside area. And now Diesel gets sent out of the ringside area. Diesel not pleased whatsoever. Diesel gets thrown out of the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Michaels gets caught up by Razor, who comes back with a shot right to the face of Michaels. Did you hear the sound of that shot? Look at the way that Michaels hit the turnbuckles. And Razor, boom. God. Almost decapitating the Heartbreak Kid with that lariat. And another haymaker across the jaw. Removing the padding? Razor's trying to lift the padding up. As if there being a ladder involved into this match wasn't dangerous enough. Exposing the flooring is just making matters worse. And Michaels sending Razor into the ropes. That right from Razor. Razor looking for a Razor's edge. But Michaels dumps Razor onto the exposed floor. This could be the opportunity that Michaels needs. That was a hard landing for the bad guy. And so anything could have happened in that situation. Something could have cracked, broken, torn. But Michaels now using this opportunity. This is a big opportunity for Michaels as he grabs the ladder. Now all he's got to do is get it into the ring and set it up in a position to retrieve the Intercontinental Championship. Meanwhile, he's taking a little bit too much time. Razor's already back to his feet and involved with a shot to Michaels that caught the Heartbreak Kid off guard. Razor Ramon brings the ladder back in the ring, but Michaels baseball slides the ladder into the midsection of Razor. That's going to do a lot of damage. The ladder can be used as and will be used as a weapon, as we just saw right there. Talk about making history. WrestleMania's first ladder match. And you've got to wonder who's going to be standing tall when it's all said and done. Razor still feeling the effects of that ladder going into the midsection. And he's going to feel it some more as Michaels drives the ladder once more into the midsection of the bad guy. That'll surely knock the wind out of Razor. And that's how you keep your opponent incapacitated. You knock all their wind. You knock the energy out of your opponent. And the more you knock the wind out, the more your opponent fades away. Michaels has the right idea in this very situation. Michaels with the ladder in hand. Oh! Right across the back of Razor Ramon. Absolutely devastating is Michaels to Razor, launching the ladder into the spine. Shawn using the ladder as a weapon to incapacitate Razor so that he can ultimately keep Razor down long enough so that he can climb the ladder without any interruption so he can capture those Intercontinental titles suspended high above the ring. But Michaels trying to make sure he's got it all measured up. And now Michaels makes the climb that'll shape the future of the World Wrestling Federation. As Michaels gets closer and closer. He got his fingertips. First man to get the fingertips on those titles. Michaels' behind is a little bit exposed there. Michaels just gave a show for the ladies in the crowd, courtesy of Razor Ramon. Michaels sets the ladder aside. Now what does Michaels have in mind? And Michaels scoops up Razor and slams him into the mat. Razor is taking quite a bit of punishment from the Heartbreak Kid. And now Michaels has got something devastating in mind as he looks to go high because the top rope isn't high enough. Shawn Michaels with the boyhood dream. And a splash onto Razor Ramon. Michaels nailing Razor Ramon in the center of the ring, splashing off the ladder. As Michaels now drags the ladder back into the center of the ring. This could be the opportunity that Michaels needs. With Razor still down, Michaels cannot afford to waste any time. He's got to push through the pain. He's there. He's got the titles in his grasp. But Razor's shaking the ladder. Shaken ladder syndrome knocks Michaels off the ladder. Absolute chaos going on between these two. These two causing destruction to each other, putting their bodies at high risk. Because it's all about one of the most prestigious prizes in all of sports entertainment. The Intercontinental Championship, described as the workhorse championship. That's a title you work for. You defend day in and day out with honor. Both men have been laid out unconscious. Center of the ring. Meanwhile, you get a shot of those titles dangling, suspended high above the ring. This is a big turning point in this match. This is where you're going to find out who's going to really capitalize on the situation. Who's got more left in the tank? Is Shawn going to be able to make it as he works his way back up to his feet first? Michaels crawling towards the ladder. Michaels looking to finish off. Oh, Michaels setting the ladder up in the corner. Now what does the Heartbreak Kid have in mind for Razor Ramon? Once again, Michaels looking to use the ladder as a weapon. But Razor counters, and Michaels full speed gets whipped in to the ladder in the corner. And Michaels is out on the outside of the floor. And now it's Razor with the opportunity. I would have gone and climbed the ladder. How wise is this? Oh, driving the ladder, sandwiching Michaels with the ladder and the steel ring post. And again into the back of Michaels. Razor now uses the ladder as a weapon over the Heartbreak Kid. And now Razor has the ladder set up. Leaned it against the apron. One of the most grueling matches in the history of the World Wrestling Federation. Michaels held onto the ladder only to fall back and crash and burn onto the floor. Their bodies are definitely showing the wear and tear that a match like this will take a toll. And Razor Ramon gets the ladder back into the ring as he looks to put Michaels down once and for all to be the one true Intercontinental Champion, as he knocks Michaels right across the jaw with the tip of the ladder. And that might be the tipping point of this match. As Razor looks up at the titles. Set the ladder up, retrieve the titles, and claim your glory at the Showcase of Immortals. But Michaels, who we just saw starting to stir, Razor now makes the climb. But it's a slow climb. The wear and tear on the body of Razor is visible. Michaels, off the top, crashes into Razor Ramon, putting his body at risk. Sometimes you just got to take the high road. You got to go high. And that's exactly what the Heartbreak Kid has done. Taking big risks when it matters the most. You go big or you go home. And that's what Michaels has always been all about. Oh, now this should get really interesting. Razor on one side of the ladder, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels on the other side of the ladder. The title's hanging high above. Michaels has the lead on Razor, but Razor, who's not too far behind, fights back. And now these two are exchanging blows up at the top. Who's going to get it first? Who's going to leave WrestleMania as the champion? Razor dumps Michaels off the ladder, but the ladder just collapsed. The ladder just broke. And Razor looking to make the climb now. The ladder has been bent. Razor is there. Michaels isn't. Michaels drop kicks the ladder. And Razor falls off the ladder. But now can Michaels capitalize on this opportunity? It's opportunity after opportunity. You see offense from one party and offense to the other, as Michaels and Razor have really been going back and forth. This is any man's game. The ladder is there. And Michaels just drops it on Razor. That was a smart strategy to take down Razor. But Michaels, who looks to stay in the attack, sends Razor in the apron. Razor ducks. And there it is. The kick right on the jaw. Razor has been laid out by Michaels. But is Razor fully out? Razor looks out. Michaels mocking Razor Ramon. How wise is this? Michaels, who just mocked and mimicked Razor. He's going to go for the ultimate humiliation. Oh. Pile driver. Right on the neck and the spine. The pain shoots all the way down the spine. As Michaels folds up that ladder. Michaels, who's used this ladder as a weapon throughout this match. This has got to do it. A lot of Michaels' offense has involved the ladder. Riding it all the way to the title. Crash and burn. Got to do whatever it takes to keep your opponent incapacitated, to give you the time needed to climb the ladder to grab the titles without any distraction. Razor, who's really been laid out this time. I think that was the final mark for the Heartbreak Kid, who now sets this ladder up, who opens it up, and now gets it locked in place. Sets the ladder over Razor. And now Michaels is going to climb the ladder on the side that is Razor is closest to. And Michaels makes the climb of history to be the one and true Intercontinental Champion. But Razor's back up. Razor shaking the ladder. Razor. Oh! Knocking Michaels off the ladder. Michaels. Ooh, the family jewels connect with the top rope. And now Michaels' leg is caught. Michaels' leg is caught. The ref isn't doing anything about it. Michaels is trapped. And Razor's got the opportunity of a lifetime. Michaels is trapped. And he can't stop Razor from climbing the ladder. Michaels is now out. But is it too late? Razor's done it. Razor's done it. Razor Ramon is the official, undisputed Intercontinental Champion. He's done it. He did what it took. But his body is showing the effects of what a match like this will do. Razor leaves with both World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental titles, as he is the one and true Intercontinental Champion. Razor climbs the ladder again. He wants the world to see the sacrifice he made. That's the pose of the century. A picture that speaks 1,000 words.